Hey, have you ever been so sure of something that you could almost touch it, only to watch it vanish into thin air? That feeling of a solid truth dissolving in your hands. It's unsettling and fascinating. It's a feeling that cartographers, sailors, and kings knew all too well for centuries, all because of a speck in the Atlantic Ocean that never was. Hey, welcome back. I'm Ibnul J. Farabi, and this is the Curiosity Compendium. Today, we're sailing into the fog to chase a ghost. Episode 27, The Phantom Island of Hy-Brasil, Maps, Mirages, and Mass Delusion. So picture this. It's the year 1325. A cartographer in Genoa is carefully finishing a map of the world. Off the west coast of Ireland, he draws a perfect circle. He labels it Bracile. For the next 500 years, this island appears on Portuguese charts, on Venetian maps, in the logs of British explorers. It's always there, a circular island about 200 miles west of Ireland. Sometimes it's two islands split by a river. It had names over time. Hy-Brasil, Brazil, Brazil Rock, the Isle of the Blessed. It was said to be shrouded in mist, only visible to the human eye one day every 7 years. Legends said it was the home of an advanced civilization, or of immortal monks, or of a great Celtic god. But the point is, for centuries, the smartest minds in geography agreed. It was real. It was on the maps. And if something is on the map, you can sail to it. And sail they did. In 1480, a man named John Jay Jr. left Bristol, England, on a 2-month voyage to find it. He came back empty-handed. In 1497, the Spanish diplomat Pedro de Ayala reported to his monarchs that English merchants from Bristol had found the island of Bracile. This is significant because this note was written in the same year that another Italian explorer, John Cabot, sailed from, you guessed it, Bristol. The pursuit of this phantom was a genuine driving force for Atlantic exploration. They weren't just looking for a myth. They were looking for a documented place. The map told them it was there. Their own eyes and their repeated, costly failures told them otherwise. So what was going on? This is where we move from maps to mirages. The most likely culprit for Hy-Brasil's stubborn persistence is a spectacular trick of light and atmosphere called a fata morgana. It's a complex mirage, named after the sorceress Morgan Le Fay from the Arthurian legends, because it looks like a magical floating castle. It happens when layers of air at different temperatures bend light, distorting and lifting distant objects, or even the horizon line, into towering, fantastical shapes on the sea. A distant island could appear, hovering, clear as day. A ship could see a coastline that isn't there. Now imagine you're a 15th century sailor. You have no physics, no understanding of refractive indexes. You see an island. You mark its bearing. You sail toward it, and it melts away. What do you conclude? Not that your eyes deceived you, but that the island is enchanted, that it only appears at certain times. The legend grows to explain the failure. The map isn't wrong. The island is just elusive. The mirage doesn't disprove the island. It confirms its magical nature. But there's a third layer here, beyond the ink and the light. There's the human mind. This is the mass delusion. We have a deep, deep need for the unknown to be place. For every legend to have a home on a chart. Hy-Brasil, for the Celtic world, was a kind of earthly paradise. It was a tangible otherwhere. Placing it on a map wasn't just a cartographic act. It was a psychological one. It domesticated the mystery. It said, the wonderful isn't just in our stories, it's over there, at these coordinates. And once it was on one map, the copyists put it on the next and the next. To leave it off would be an act of omission, of ignorance. This created a powerful feedback loop. Explorers sailed because the maps showed it, and the maps kept showing it because explorers' reports, fueled by mirages and hope, kept saying it was there. The last credible sighting was in 1872. An Irish historian and folklorist, T.J. Westrop, claimed he saw the island appear and vanish 3 times. He was so convinced of its reality that he brought his entire family to the spot to witness it. They saw nothing. That's the poignant end of it. Not with a grand discovery, but with a family staring at empty sea, a man's private certainty crumbling in front of his loved ones. I think about Hy-Brasil a lot, especially here in New York, a city of grids and coordinates, a place that feels so definitively on the map. As an engineer, I'm trained to trust data, measurements, confirmed locations. But as a storyteller, I understand the Hy-Brasil in all of us. We all have those circular islands on our personal charts. The perfect job that will solve everything. The one day when we'll finally be happy. The mythical past that was always better. We chart our lives toward these phantoms, these mirages created by the layered atmospheres of our own hopes and societal pressures. And when we reach the coordinates and find nothing, we often blame ourselves for missing the enchantment, rather than questioning the map we were given. The story of Hy-Brasil isn't really a story of a lost island. It's a story about the tension between belief and evidence. It's about the authority we give to official sources, be they ancient maps or modern algorithms. It's about how a collective story, repeated enough times, becomes a shared reality, even when the physical world refuses to cooperate. The island finally disappeared from nautical charts not because someone proved it wasn't there, but because we finally developed the navigational tools and the scientific humility to stop putting it there. So the next time you're absolutely certain of something's location, be it on a globe, in history, or in your own life, maybe spare a thought for the sailors from Bristol staring into the Atlantic mist. Sometimes, the most important discoveries aren't finding what you're looking for, but having the courage to erase the thing that was never there in the first place. Thanks for sailing into this mystery with me today. If this deep dive into a phantom island sparked your curiosity, I'd be so grateful if you'd share the episode with a friend. For more stories that explore the maps and mirages of our world, make sure you're subscribed to the Curiosity Compendium wherever you get your podcasts. This is Ibnul J. Farabi from Light Not Studios. Until next time, stay curious.